Okay, so I remember getting a call from you when you had gone to Bombay and you had come back to India. Um, you had come back to India because you needed to remorph your body back to the weight gain that you got. And correct me if I'm wrong, you weren't getting signed up for a few shows because you were not meeting the norms. So you
Yeah.
had to come back to India and reinvent your body. How difficult was that to come back and then start working out? And I understand that you went and did a lot of gym training.
Yeah.
And what was the story with that?
So I feel like I've never really talked about it before publicly, but I feel like this is a really good time because a lot of girls out there are like me and they might be struggling and might need the guidance. So that was the darkest phase of my life where I was just like eating and exercising a lot, and I thought, oh, when if you spend 3 hours in the gym and you eat just 700 to 800 calories, you're eventually gonna lose weight. But my body stopped responding to any sort of exercise or any sort of diet I do, because I've been doing this to my body since past 2-3 years since I started in the business. And at one point the body just stops, and it just stops reacting to whatever you do, because it's you have crossed a limit and you're not doing it the right way. You are not feeding the body, and you're making the body work more. So I was in London and I spent 3 months in London, and I was all alone, and I was trying to be my own nutritionist and my own trainer, and I was like, oh, I can do it. When I was 19, I did it very easily, but you need to understand when you age and your body is not the same, it's not going to react like it used to react when you were 19. And you need to remember that, because my body, when I aged and my body just stopped, and I came back to India, I was with my family because I needed someone, I needed the support, and I couldn't do it alone. And it's really hard because I was out of the industry for like 8 months. And at one point my dad came up to me and he goes like, oh, why don't you have tried everything in your life, you have done everything, this is your last chance, and why can't you just have a nutritionist and just see, like, maybe that is something which can help you to get out of this, and maybe you can go back and live your dreams again. So I actually came looking for the nutritionist, and I came up to you and I read your profile, I did the research, and you were amazing, of course. And then I decided that I'll go with you, and then
I still remember my first counseling with you when you called up, and I could hear the distraught in your voice, because there was this international career that you had, and somebody had snatched it away from you, and that somebody that snatched it away from you was, the weight. And you had maintained a beautiful weight, and you had the career, and you had the travel, and suddenly that was snatched away from you. And I remember I could sense the distraught, and he was like, but can I get to that 56 kgs? And I think you were 62 kgs when you signed up with me, and you said, I've tried everything, I'm working out 3 months, and I actually gained weight. And I could hear on the phone that you were close to tears. And for everyone out there who feels this,
bed crying every night, because that is my dream. And if like I was thinking that it's over, and you were like that light of ray that entered, and everything started back, and I was able to.
And I remember the first instruction I gave to you. I said, like, okay, listen, you leave the diet to me, you leave the nutrition to me, I'll get you to lose weight, but I need you to give me 30,000 steps. And I remember the phone literally dropped. Like, we're like, what? It's like, no gym? I like, no, I just want you to walk. I want you to do 30,000 steps. And in my mind, 30,000 steps is 30 kilometers. So I don't know if you remember, we broke it down into 2 halves, morning and evening, 15 kilometers walking in the morning and 15 kilometers walking in the evening, or, like 10 kilometers. And then through the rest of the day, you try to, keep dragging members of your family